You're listening to Tuned Into NoCo. I'm Priscilla, and today I'm speaking with Christine Forster, president of My Big Day Marketing and Events, planning partner for partners. That's what we're going to talk about today. How are you today, Christine?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. For listeners who are unfamiliar with partners, can you tell me a little bit about what Partners is, what they do, what they're about?
Yeah, absolutely. Partners is an amazing local nonprofit that has been in our community for years and years and years. They actually serve all of Northern Colorado, and their mission is to empower youth and community members to achieve their full potential through mentoring, prevention education, and strategic partnerships. I myself formerly was a mentor with Partners and am still in touch with my mentee today. They're a great organization doing a lot for kids of all ages. Quite simply, they believe in changing lives and shaping futures.
That's incredible because you're coming from a perspective where you've been a part of it, right? Part of the program, and now you get to give on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's full circle for me. That's right. We were really touched that they came to My Big Day to ask us to aid them in marketing and events.
And speaking of, so My Big Day Marketing and Events is your company.
It is.
And you're doing this for partners. This event that we're going to talk about, you came up with the idea?
We did. One thing that we are really proud of as a company is that we've had businesses and nonprofits come to us and ask us to help reimagine events with them or for them. The pandemic really was a major catalyst for a lot of these events, but we've been doing this for 16 years now. So original events is kind of what we're known for. But when partners came to us trying to reimagine what we could do in the spring, they had a 5K race that's well known and loved in the community, but getting together thousands of people gathering together didn't make sense last year. And so we put our heads together and came up with what we think is a pandemic-proof event. And so we came up with the NoCo Grocery Grab, which is similar to the Supermarket Sweep TV show. And in trying to formulate what a pandemic-proof event would look like, it's really something that allows a nonprofit to raise a significant amount of money. We want to have fun, of course. We don't want to just, sit and listen to people talk to us. We're all kind of zoomed out these days. And we want something that is going to get people talking. So an event where people are showing pictures or saying, can you believe that I got to do this really fun thing? So that's how we came up with the Grocery Grab. Couldn't call it, of course, the TV show name because that's trademarked. But we came up with the NoCo Grocery Grab. And it is truly a raffle style fundraiser, which you don't see a ton of. But ultimately, folks pay a very small amount for an opportunity to win a large amount of groceries.
I've always wanted to be on a show like that. So how can people, do they go on the website? How do they buy their raffle tickets?
They do. So there's a website dedicated to the event, and it's nocogrosserygrab.com. And all of the terms and conditions are there. It's actually quite simple, the concept itself. There are 3 teams that will win. So as long as you are not a business member with My Big Day or someone who works for Partners, anyone is eligible. I also believe you have to be over 18 to win legally in the state of Colorado for a raffle. But you pay a nominal amount for a ticket, and there are different groupings too. So the more tickets you buy, the more you save. And you have the opportunity to win a chance to shop in Lucky's Market in Old Town Fort Collins. They're closing down the store for us, so we have a closed set to film and produce this, and 3 teams get chosen, and each team has a different amount that they get to shop for. So first place is $1,000, second place is $750, and third place is $500. So you put as much as you can into your grocery carts. Last year, we actually had one team put in more than $1,000. We couldn't believe that they did it in 4 minutes. And then you head to the checkout, and at the checkout, we see how close you got to that amount. If you go over, of course, we have to take some things out, but you can get up to the $1,750 or $500.
How many people do the teams consist of?
2 players on the team. So we actually have had folks last year, someone win who didn't actually want to run in the store, was worried that they wouldn't do a great job or that they'd get too nervous. So you can pass it on to someone to shop for you. Last year, we actually had someone donate a portion of their shopping winnings to the food bank locally. So we had
Great.
members of the food bank shopping in Lucky's Market, and that was really fun.
That's a cool idea. Good for them.
Yeah. There's an extra special twist too, in that, partners, of course, being a mentoring organization, when you're checking out in the checkout lane, you actually have partners matches checking you out. So you'll see some mentors and mentees helping with the event.
That's awesome. And when is this event?
The actual shopping will take place on Sunday, April 3rd. Ticket sales close on March 31st. So at the end of this month is when the raffle tickets have to be purchased. We will do a live announcement the following day so that teams have plenty of notice whether or not they get to shop on Sunday, April 3rd. And the shopping actually takes place pretty early in the morning. And we get done with all of the filming prior to the general public coming in and shopping.
So I heard that you're having a special guest actually from here, from Town Square.
We are thrilled to have Big Rob back with us. He joined us last year and was our MC for the event and just adds amazing energy. And we begged him to come back and he said, absolutely. So he's going to get up bright and early with us. We know he's not a super morning person. But yes, he said he's willing to come back and host. And so he will be in the store calling out loud on the microphone and the loudspeakers what folks are grabbing as they run down the aisles.
That's fun. So because of COVID and whatnot, probably the amount of people being there is limited. So how will other people get to see this event?
That is a great question. So yes, it is a closed set. COVID or without, of course, for sound reasons and just getting in the way. Yeah. We learned last year, you don't want a lot of folks in the store while teams are shopping and focusing on what they're trying to get done. So we don't welcome the public to be on site to witness in person. However, they'll be able to see video and photos after the fact on the website, NoCoGroceryGrab.com.
Yeah, I'm sure there's already enough craziness going on as it is. We don't need to add on to it.
Right. That's right.
Christine, are there other fun elements you'd like to add about this competition?
One of the fun elements that we included last year that was a hit and we're bringing back this year is that there are smaller prizes, but still of value hidden around the store. So teams will have the opportunity to choose, do I grab, a large wheel of cheese valued at $50, or do I dig through some magazines on a magazine rack to try to find a $50 gift card?
Ooh, so priorities, huh? You got to make that's a hard decision.
Within 4 minutes, you got to fill that cart. And also you have the option to get some extra hidden prizes around the store. So we give teams a heads up as to what's hidden. And if the team before them hadn't found something, what else is left on the shelves? And so last year, the teams did a really great job finding those hidden prizes and walked away with hundreds of dollars of extra gifts too.
Wow. Can they split up their partner and them, or do they have to both work together to do one thing or the other?
They can split up. Nope, they don't have to stay together. If they fill one cart, they just have to push it across the finish line and grab another cart. One person can have a cart. The other person can carry a basket or a bag with them. So it's just one cart at a time. And yes, last year we saw all of the teams split up. I can tell you that all 3 teams last year went in and pre-shopped the store to make sure that they knew, where the expensive coffee beans were and where the salami was. We actually do have meat out. So that's a question we commonly get. Will there be expensive cuts of meat? And the answer is yes. We'll put them out in limited quantities just in case anyone wants to go crazy so that there's enough for each team. And also, one disclosure is that the beer is off limits. So there is a really nice long aisle, refrigerated area of beer. And that is off limits due to the nature of who we're supporting with this event.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do they all go one at a time or everybody goes at the same time?
It's one team at a time. So we have the $500 shopping team go first, then $750, then $1,000. Kind of nice to be the last team so you can watch what everyone else is doing. One could also argue, well, then they get all the leftovers. But last year we found that just wasn't the case. There's plenty of groceries in the grocery store. So nothing got completely picked over. No one had an entire shopping cart of pasta.
That's a lot of pasta. So that's good. Do they randomly choose who gets to go when?
So they draw them ahead of time and you know which team you are. So you'll know which level you're shopping for prior to arrival.
So where can people go to buy raffle tickets and when exactly is the event?
The website is NoCoGroceryGrab.com. Tickets are on sale until March 31st, and the event is Sunday, April 3rd at Lucky's Market.
Perfect. Christine, thank you so much for coming on to Tuned In to NoCo and talking to our listeners about this grocery grab event that's going on for partners.
Thank you so much for having me. We are thrilled to be working with Town Square again.
Again, that was Christine Forster with My Big Day, representing partners. Learn more at NoCoGroceryGrab.com.